Hi everyone, my name is Nicola and I am simply a stitcher. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, it's great to have you, and if you are returning, thank you very much for coming back and spending some more time with me today. Now today it's the Monday. This video will be put out on the Tuesday the 20th. It's the evening, it's very warm, and you might be forgiven for thinking you clicked on the wrong floss tube, but I have a beer in my hand. It's very unlike me to have to drink alcohol in any instance, but no, you've not tuned into the Darcy channel. This is me having a beer. Right, I've got a few full coverage projects to show and a little bit of haul this week. And I've actually had a really good week in terms of stitch count. I have done just over 10,000 stitches for coverage this week, which is great. You know, I'm really pleased. As of tomorrow, Maui Princess is going away and she's going to go back into regular rotation, and as I said last week, Realm of Middle Earth is going to get some extra time. Tonight is taken up with the London cityscape, and I am finally doing the backstitch. Not even had one yet. The backstitch on that, which I got started on earlier today, so I'm gonna crack on. I have had a bit of a sore throat and tonsils and whatnot, and I've not been very well. I've had a couple of days off work, hence me being able to get in a little bit of extra stitching. Oh, and if you are watching Darcy, this one is mango beer. Oh, it's quite nice. Never tried the banana, but the mango one will do me. Right, let's start at the top. The first one that I worked on this week. Andy's doing the washing up, so if you can hear any extra noises in the background, that's just my husband being all domestic and things. So this is the first one, and it's the Leonid Afremov artwork, and it's called Night Cafe. And I'm doing the supersize max colour version, so there's just shy of 1 million stitches in this piece. And this week I put 1200 stitches on, and we've moved from 3.31 to 3.43%, and it's back in its frame. Excuse me, a terrible dry throat, hence me having a drink. And as you can see there, we've come down a little bit more on this piece this week. Still got lots of park threads, but you know, it's coming along beautifully, and you know, there's lots of different colours in it, and I just love it. I love stitching on it. Now, I was asked a question about this, which I'm going to address here as well as in my next chat to stitch with me. I think it was Clara who asked about, because I'm always working every stitch on this from the bottom left to the top right, do I have any issues with the fabric going, what was the word she used? Warping, that's it. Do I have any issue with the fabric warping? The answer is no, I don't, and I think it's because I'm doing it on a frame where I'm keeping the tension quite tight. The fabric tension is reasonably tight on this frame, and doing the stitches from that, whichever direction your row is, doing the stitches from the bottom left to the top right, it's not warping at all. And also having, you know, reasonable tension with your stitches and not over tightening them obviously also, you know, helps as well. So no problems, no issues with warping on this one, and it's been stitched, because I'm terrible at remembering, 1/1, no, 2/1 10th stitch on 25 count even weave. So yeah, so that's this one. So a good progress on that. Okay, so the next piece I worked on, Night Cafe, was out in a stitch with me this week as well. So if you've not seen it, it'll be linked in the end, at the end card. Next piece that I worked on is this lovely piece, and it's called She Sleeps. Artwork is by Stephanie Pui Mun Law, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and there is also a stitch with me with this one as well, an ASMR. So with this one, I stitched 1500 stitches over this week, and it's moved from 3.83 to 4.83%. Now I'm working this 2/1 full cross on 20 count, and at the moment that is how we are looking. And I think I decided that what I'm going to do, I'm going to work around the frame and put in the edge of this piece, because of, you know, from the top and it going sort of out like that, it's kind of not sitting well with me doing you know, typewriter method on this. So I'm going to go ahead and just, you know, complete the frame. So this week I've worked on this section here going down, and as you can see I've got quite a bit done. You can see where the hoop is, so hoop's been, so you know, that's a good indication of where I've been stitching. But yeah, very pleased with that. 1500 stitches in, and I'm still not quite in the swing of this piece yet, but I'm getting there. I think, you know, putting 1500 stitches in over 2 days was sort of testament to that. I mean, obviously I haven't said that because I wasn't well one of the days. It took me all day, you know, to do some stitches on it. But anyway, so that is that. Okay, next piece that I worked on it's a Heaven and Earth Designs Fest as well this week. I think every piece that I've worked on is a Heaven and Earth. So come on, show me the mock-up. I haven't even finished the first beer yet. Got another one open as well. It's this one, and it's Envy. Artwork is by Marta Dahlig. The second of the 7 sins for me. And this has been stitched on some Lugana. We'll get to that in a minute. So on its 2 days of rotation this week, I have put in 1300 stitches, and it's moved from 21 excuse me, 21.33 to 21.88%. And I've excuse me, I'm so sorry, dry throat. And as you can see, I've continued going here towards the bottom. It's getting slightly wider as I go down. I don't know why that is. I think it's just naturally how this skirt's falling here. But as you can see, I'm sort of getting more towards the bottom. You know, it'll not be long, and we'll be at the bottom, and we'll be looking to start on the next sort of chunk of columns coming down. But yeah, really good, beautiful colours, and that lovely velvety effect. Just really nice, lovely piece to work on. Do enjoy it when I have Envy on the frame. I mean, I'm working on 25 count Lugana 1/1 full cross. Lugana has been such a beautiful and soft fabric to work with. It's perfect. So the last piece that I've worked on this week was another Heaven and Earth design, and I'm sure you'll all know this one. It's this one. It's the Freebie Maui Princess, and because there's no focus piece, there's no small kit in June, I've been doing a bit of a sweep weave, stitching where I want when I want, and I've sort of done 500 or so full coverage on my other pieces when they've been in rotation. I spent the rest of the day on Maui Princess. As I said, because I did have a little bit of sick time, I got extra stitch time this week. Also, Maui Princess had its 2 days in rotation, so in essence it's been out every day, but 2 of the days it's been out all day, and those days that it was out all day was the days that I was not well. So I got quite a bit done, because for me, when I'm not well, I don't know about you guys, I just hunker down and just get on with my stitching, and especially if it's nice block stitching that I can do quite easily, I'll just crack on and do it. So Maui Princess has moved from 55.34% right up to 58.15%, and that equates in stitches to a whopping 6,100 stitches. And as you can see here, you can see where the hook's been. I've put in the shoulder here, this bit of hair, the shoulder, this bit of hair, and I've also lined the arm ready to fill in the arm, so the next time this one comes out, that arm I'll be getting filled in. So this one is now going away, and it'll only come out now. Oh, keeps folding itself in. Oh, it's just done it again. And it'll only be coming out now in its regular rotation. But interestingly, because of the extra work I've done on it, the end date for this piece has been brought right forward to July next year. So, which is really good. I mean, when I started looking at this and doing the extra work on it, we were looking at 2028, I think. So, you know, having that extra time spent on it has definitely made all the difference. This is stitched on, again, 25 count even weave, but it's 1/1 full cross. And it's an absolute joy to stitch, and it's like I said before with Maui Princess, didn't know whether or not I was going to do it. Took me a long time to decide to do it, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did decide to stitch her. So hang on, I just need another. Oh dear. Right, so that's all the stitching. So 10,100 stitches for the week. Sounds like a huge amount, but as I said, because I was off sick, you know, that was, you know, some of the reason why I did that little bit extra. I got a little bit of haul to share, 2 or 3 sort of things. I had to go to Hobbycraft because I'd run out, or nearly run out, of DMC 817, which was really daft. Maui Princess has still got about 30,000 stitches of 817 to go. So I bought a few things. I spent just over £30 in Hobbycraft, and I bought a hoop. This wasn't all cross stitch stuff actually, because there's a couple of bits on here of Hannah's. I bought a hoop. I bought a 12-inch hoop. My other hoop is 8 inches, and when I'm doing such as envy, when I'm at the bottom of the piece and I roll and pin up my fabric, I found it was flopping over onto the stitching area. So I bought a bigger hoop, which gives me a bigger stitching area and bigger scope to pin the fabric around. So I got that. That was just £2.25, which is quite good actually. I bought the skeins of 817, and I also got some kits and mini kits. Now, I've never done Jolly July or Christmas in July or whatever you want to call it, but if I do get the time, I might very well do a little bit of Christmas stitching this year, because I got 3 mini kits, all from Hobbycraft. So we've got Santa, and we've got a boot, and we've got a pillow box, all very cute. And these were, I think, were 3 for £5 or something like that. 3 for £5. Doesn't say, but it might be like 3 for £5 or something like that. Oh no, 3 for £6. Beg your pardon. Everything's going up. These used to be like 3 for £3 or something like that. So these kits all have 14 count aida, threads, needle and chart, and I might even get Lauren to do one of these and sit with her. Speaking of Lauren, she's not going to stitch this week. I was going to sit with her on Sunday, and she went out with the mates, and it was Father's Day here on Sunday as well. So the other couple of things that I got were a couple of magazines, because I missed them in the newsagents. Now I haven't opened these yet, I haven't had a look inside, but I've got the World of Cross Stitching. This one is June. It's got Matilda. I love Roald Dahl. I've got the one with the BFG, and now I've got Matilda. So yeah, quite pleased with that. I shall have a look through that when it's quiet at work, because this week it's been, well, it's only Monday, but today it was not terribly busy. And then I got this one, which is the July edition of World of Cross Stitching, and as you can see, there's a horse on the front of that. There's a silhouette there as well, which is Peter Pan, and there's some black work, and there's this one here which I quite liked. Now I've seen that lots of people have done the Carolyn Manning. I've not got a Carolyn Manning pattern, but I do quite like that. That's like a Mediterranean style mosaics. So I might, if I do have a new start, if I do treat myself to a new start, that could be it. So I do need to get something finished. So there we go. So that's all the stitching. Paper bag that, because it's all environmentally friendly these days. So upcoming week. So tonight I am hoping to finish the London by Night kit. Andy's got a YouTube live in a minute which I'll be helping him with, but other than that, and then in rotation we will have the Realm of Middle Earth, we'll have a stitching shelf, and we'll have Night Cafe again as well. And then next Monday we'll have She Sleeps, but as it's not, it's 2 days, I won't be showing that next week. So going on to next week, I will show next week the pattern that I've picked, or that the wheel, the random picker wheel has picked for my July start and finish. And yeah, we'll see what that is and get that underway. No extra videos this week. I know last couple of weeks I've done a Gecko Rouge. Excuse me, I've done a Gecko Rouge, and I've done a the unboxing of the Chinese embroidery kit, which I have enabled somebody to pick that out as well. But I haven't done any other extra videos this week, although I do have in mind, and I think at some point at the end of June I will do a mid-year whip and kits, remaining kits, you know, for the monthly parade, kits, finishes and whips. I think I'll do a something like that at the end of June. Now as I said, in July I am going away for a week, so there will be a week without stitching, without Flosstube videos, so I'm also going to try and get some in the bank to release then. I've had a couple of suggestions about what to take with me, and the one that's come out on top so far is Night Cafe. Can we not jiggle as you're walking past, because you actually bounce the camera? Just walk gently past. The perils of trying to film when you're not on your own in the house. There we go. So that's it. That's all the stitching. 2 Stitch With Me's to come out this week, so there'll be a alternative with music. That will be with Realm of Middle Earth, and the other one will be, a chatty one will be with the stitching shelf, I think, this week, although it is subject to change, but that's what I'm aiming for. So I should get those 2 videos out later in the week. So all that's left right really now is, as ever, is if you've not yet subscribed, please do. That was Andy moving his chair. I know it's now going to be a running theme on this channel that it sounds like somebody's breaking wind. It's not. It was his chair against the wall. If you've not subscribed, please consider doing so before you leave today. Do also press the notification bell. If you have subscribed previously and you might find that you've been unsubscribed, do, you know, press the button again. It's not me that's doing it, it's YouTube. I've noticed 1 or 2 YouTubers have noticed a drop in numbers, and people are saying, I've been unsubscribed, why have you unsubscribed me? And it's not been them, it's been a YouTube sort of glitch kind of thing. So if you do find that you are no longer subscribed, then please do press that button again. It does help me enormously. And as ever, if you do get a moment, a free moment, do go and check out one of my other videos. In the end card here, I will put the Gecko Rouge unboxing and the last 2 Stitch With Me's, so that, you know, if you do wish to go and have a look at those, please do go and take a look. So take care, happy stitching, thanks for watching. I'm going to go and finish my beer, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.